Margaritas remain the quintessential Cinco de Mayo cocktail, so we invited Tyler Debois to join us, co-founder of the Real Dill. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us.
I'm so glad that you're here. I love your packaging, and I love that you're all about zero waste, which I think is really important. We're going to get to that, but before we get to your cool mixes, tell us about your facility in Denver and then your push for these fresh ingredients.
So, yeah, we're a local company. Today is actually our anniversary. The company turned 14 years old today. And we started it with just, the mindset that you can make really beautiful things that are shelf stable without using preservatives and, having more of a kitchen mindset. And so our facility is just actually right down the street. We're over in the Baker neighborhood, and we've been there for over a decade. And everything is made by hand by our staff. There's, I think a lot of people picture a big factory, but it's really a kitchen. We're using cutting boards and knives and hands and love. And
no wonder so many people love you guys, because it tastes fresh.
And that's the whole point.
It tastes like you made it in your own kitchen. Talk to us about how important it is for you to have zero waste.
So, early on, even, we're known now mostly as a Bloody Mary company, but we started as a pickle company. We still make pickles, but Bloody Mary is our main thing. And that all started because we had a byproduct of the pickling that we didn't want to waste. And we turned that into what is now our best-selling Bloody Mary mix.
Smart.
And, we just found that even though it's a little more work, it's not that hard to divert all your food waste into a usable application. And so we've been a zero food waste facility now for going on a decade.
That's incredible. So you said today's your anniversary, 13 years?
14.
14 years, congratulations. What was the initial inspiration? And I know it started with pickles, but what was your initial push that you wanted to start your own company? And I'm gonna try one of these.
Yes,
don't worry, there's no alcohol. I'm not allowed to have any alcohol.
Yes.
This is just your good stuff minus the tequila.
Right.
Yes.
We, my partner Justin and I were both working and wanted to do something that, we made with our hands and kind of build it from the ground up. And, we were both making pickles kind of independently from each other and decided to start the company. And it's kind of wild that 14 years later, we're still doing it. And now, we're really more of a drink company than a pickle company. But it's been incredibly rewarding. And, especially in Denver, where people love to support local. They love a hometown story. And, I'm born and bred, and I love this city. And it's really cool to, in some way contribute to what makes it special.
I can tell that you care, Tyler, and I think that's what, by the way, you guys, this literally tastes like the best cook chef that made yourself a cocktail/mocktail. With Cinco de Mayo, you guys super slammed on these types of holidays, or?
Yeah, it's funny, the holidays where you have to be with your families during the day, the Bloody Mary typically does really well. I find that people like to drink around their families when they're around them all day. But the margarita mixes are fairly new. And so, this is our first Cinco de Mayo having the margarita mixes. We wanted to make a mix that wasn't super sweet.
It's not, it's perfect.
Yeah, it's got less sugar than every mix on the market. So more of a coin style kind of, acidity first. We use freshly juiced oranges, limes, cucumbers, jalapenos.
You're telling me it's good for me.
Yeah, it's just it's a healthy cleansing drink.
It's true. No, it is. Minus the alcohol.
Yeah, depending on how much tequila or mezcal you put in it.
I love it, and I love your packaging, Tyler. Congratulations on 14 years. This is exciting. It's so delicious.